What if I told you that Toyota is about to release a Land Cruiser that doesn't cost $60,000, doesn't feel oversized, and yet still packs the raw off-road DNA that made the name legendary? The 2026 Toyota Land Cruiser FJ isn't just a new SUV, it's a direct challenge to everything we thought a small off-roader could be. And here's the kicker, it could start at just $35,000. Yeah, suddenly, that Jeep Wrangler or Ford Bronco Sport you've been eyeing doesn't look so untouchable anymore, does it? Stick around, because this might just be the SUV that rewrites the rulebook. For decades, the Land Cruiser has stood as Toyota's unshakable symbol of reliability, toughness, and gun-anywhere freedom. But as the full-size cruiser moved up market, starting above $56,000, many fans were left out in the cold. Enter the Land Cruiser FJIA Compact, retro-inspired off-roader that Toyota says will deliver authentic adventure in a size and price that's finally within reach. Today, we're diving deep into everything you need to know: the exterior, interior, performance, tech, safety, rivals, and most importantly, whether this SUV deserves a spot on your driveway. The first thing you notice about the 2026 Land Cruiser FJ is how unapologetically boxy it is. This isn't some watered-down crossover trying to look tough. It's a throwback to the original FJ40, but with sharper lines and a modern stance. Up front, you've got a squared-off nose, circular LED headlights tucked into a chunky grille, and a stance that screams utility. The rear-mounted spare tire instantly signals off-road intent, while short overhangs give it excellent approach and departure angles. Those chunky tires and upright greenhouse aren't just for show, they're built for real-world trail crawling. In size, it's cleverly slotted, bigger than a Corolla Cross, but slightly smaller than a RAV4. That means it's compact enough for city streets, but wide-shouldered enough to look commanding on dirt paths. Think of it as Toyota's direct answer to the Jeep Renegade Trailhawk and the Ford Bronco Sport, but with Land Cruiser credibility stamped on the badge. Step inside, and Toyota isn't promising luxury, it's promising functionality with a modern edge. Expect hard-wearing, easy-to-clean materials that can handle mud, dust, or even a weekend at the beach. But don't mistake rugged for bare. A digital gauge cluster, Toyota's latest infotainment system with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and wireless charging are likely standard. Expect big grab handles, rubberized surfaces, and plenty of storage spots for gear. It's a cabin designed to survive the outdoors but still keep you connected when you're back on the highway, and because it's positioned for young buyers and weekend warriors, the FJ will probably emphasize flexibilities, split-folding rear seats, a practical cargo bay, and tie-down points for bikes, camping equipment, or surfboards. It's not a luxury lounge, but it's definitely not Spartan. It feels purposeful. Now here's where things get exciting. Toyota isn't giving us a soft crossover. The Land Cruiser FJ is expected to ride on a true body-on-frame platform, possibly borrowed from the rugged Toyota Hilux Champ. That means real off-road chops, not just marketing fluff. The base engine, a 2.7-liter four-cylinder with around 161 horsepower, enough for most terrains and everyday driving. But for North America, Toyota may drop in the 203 horsepower 2.5-liter we see in the RAV4. That bump makes it much more competitive against rivals like the Bronco Sport. And the real wildcard, a hybrid option. Toyota has been doubling down on hybrid tech, so a gassy-electric FJ makes perfect sense, blending torque with efficiency. Imagine getting 30 mpg while crawling rocks or hitting trails. That's a game-changer. Pair that with a Torsen limited slip differential, Lorange gearing, and genuine for WD, and you've got a machine built to do more than just mall crawling. This isn't a stripped-back, retro toy, it's still 2026. After all, expect Toyota's latest multimedia system with over-the-air updates, advanced navigation with trail maps, and maybe even an off-road drive mode selector that tunes throttle, response, traction control, and differential locks to conditions. Connectivity won't be left behind either. 5G compatibility, voice commands, and Toyota's Safety Connect emergency system should all be baked in. Toyota knows this SUV will attract young buyers who want adventure without losing touch with the digital world. When it comes to safety, Toyota is packing its Safety Sense suite into almost every vehicle it sells, and the Land Cruiser FJ should be no exception. We're talking pre-collision braking with pedestrian detection, adaptive cruise control, lane departure warning, and blind spot monitoring. But what really matters here is structural toughness. That body and frame design isn't just for off-roading, it's also a safety asset, absorbing impacts better in rugged conditions. Combine that with a high driving position, multiple airbags, and electronic stability aids, and the FJ is built to protect not just on the freeway, but on the trail where surprises are part of the game. Here's where Toyota drops the bombshell. While the full-size Land Cruiser starts north of $56,000, the FJ is expected to start at just $35,000 in the US and Japan. Estimates are even lower, between $26,600 and $30,000. That's borderline revolutionary for a genuine off-roader. Think about it. A Jeep Wrangler with real off-road capability pushes well past $40,000. While even a well-equipped Bronco Sport isn't cheap. Toyota is essentially saying, here's real Land Cruiser DNA at a price that normal people can afford. That could be the single biggest selling point of this SUV. As soon as the Land Cruiser FJ is fully revealed, it won't be long before it's compared and cross-shopped with a handful of strong contenders. For starters, the Ford Bronco Sport is an obvious rival. The Bronco Sport leans off-road with style and offers decent capability in rough terrain, but it uses a unibody chassis and generally compromises ruggedness for comfort. The FJ promises a ladder frame build and full-time for WD, which gives it an edge in durability in hardcore terrain. Buyers who want serious off-road chops with backbone will likely favor the FJ. Another competitor is the Jeep Wrangler and its smaller sibling, the Jeep Wrangler 4Z plug-in hybrid. Jeep's heritage and aftermarket support are formidable, but the Wrangler often trades off refinement, noise, and interior tech. FJ aims to bridge that gap, giving you Land Cruiser heritage, off-road resilience, and modern creature comforts that many Jeep models struggle to fully combine. Then there's the Great Wall Tank 300 in markets where it's available. The Tank 300 has already begun enticing buyers who want solid off-road specs, retro styling, and decent tech for the money. But rumors suggest that the FJ may undercut or match it on price in many regions, while offering an established reliability track record, Toyota's rescue and parts network, and possibly a range of engine hybrid options. That makes it a real threat to Tank 300's appeal. Other rivals include compact and subcompact off-road capable SUVs, like upcoming trims of the Toyota RAV4 Trail, Adventure, or Corolla, crossover trail-style versions, which deliver rugged design and some for WD capability but often don't have the full mechanical toughness. For buyers who want the real deal, off the beaten path, with a soft road approach, the FJ's harder core will appeal. At the end of the day, the 2026 Toyota Land Cruiser FJ isn't just another SUV launch. It's a reminder that adventure doesn't need to be oversized or overpriced. It's Toyota reaching back into its history, grabbing the DNA of the original FJ40, and remixing it for a new generation of drivers. It's small enough for city living but tough enough for mountain trails, affordable enough for young buyers but authentic enough for die-hard Land Cruiser fans. And in a world full of soft, look-alike crossovers, the FJ feels like a breath of fresh, dusty, trail-tested air. At the end of the day, the 2026 Toyota Land Cruiser FJ isn't just another SUV, it's a statement. Toyota has taken the legendary Land Cruiser DNA and distilled it into a smaller, more affordable, and more accessible package without stripping away the ruggedness that made the badge iconic. This is a vehicle that isn't pretending to be tough. It is tough. Built on a real body-on-frame chassis, armed with genuine 4WD capability, and wrapped in styling that instantly sparks adventure. But what makes the FJ truly special is the way it opens the Land Cruiser experience to a whole new generation. You don't need a six-figure budget,